Welcome back to the Print 3D channel. Today is February 17th, and that means day 48 of the 3DP 365 project. And on today's episode, we're going to show you how we printed out this cool Egyptian cat, so stick around. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me here for day 48 of the 3DP 365 project. If you're unfamiliar with the project, check out the description below. I put a fact section down at the bottom that'll give you all the details. But on today's episode, we printed out this really cool Egyptian cat. And for this print, we used MatterHackers PRO PLA in the color of gold on our all-new gMax 1.5 XT+. While browsing through some of the design libraries from some of the artists I printed models from before, I came across this really cool Egyptian cat. Although it's referred to as sitting Bastet, I believe that's how it's pronounced, we're just going to call it the Egyptian cat. This is a very cool little model that you could gMax size, but we printed ours at the original size, and the print turned out phenomenal, and I'm anxious to show you the results. So let's head over to Thingiverse and I'll show you where to download the model. Then we'll tab over to Simplify 3D and I'll show you my settings for this print. Then we'll fire up some of that time-lapse footage and I'll meet you guys back here at the workbench. Okay, so here we are at Thingiverse. Here is the sitting Bastet model, or Egyptian cat goddess. And as you can see, it's been collected a few times and it's been made a few times. And of course, we've already printed ours, so let's tab over to Simplify 3D and I'll show you my settings for this print. Okay, so here we are in Simplify 3D, and I've opened up my factory file because I did add some support material where I thought it was necessary, so let me show you my process settings. Under layer height, we did a 0.16 millimeter layer height with 3 top and 3 bottom solid layers and 3 perimeters. We also ran a skirt by entering 10 in the skirt offset at 4 outlines. For infill, we ran 10% on this model, and of course we did generate some support material. For temperature, this is MatterHackers PRO PLA, so my two temperatures are 207 and 210, and we do have our 3-stage cooling system set up. And then under speed, we ran this out at 45 millimeters per second. So let's hit OK. And let's hit prepare to print and I'll show you how it slices. And it's a very quick slice, even though it is a very detailed model, and it is very small. So let me play this through so you can see how it prints. Now there is a depression in the bottom, so I did have to add some support material down there. And I'm not sure why that's there, but it did print out pretty successfully. And as you can see, that support material is pretty needed in the front here, especially around this chin when you see it grow. And that wraps up the print. So let's fire up some of that time-lapse footage and I'll meet you guys back over at the workbench and we'll talk about the print. Alright, so that was a cool little bit of time-lapse footage, and here is our little Egyptian cat. And I'll put some close-ups in at the end like I always do. But this guy turned out phenomenal. I am really happy with this print. The support was really needed underneath the chin and underneath his little scarab medallion. But the rest of the detail turned out awesome. It's very smooth, all the little detail on his face, even his ears are really clean and nice. I really got my settings dialed in for this print. And of course, using that MatterHackers PRO PLA in the color of gold was an awesome choice. And as always, my gMax picked up all that detail. Well, that about wraps it up for day 48 of the 3DP 365 project. I hope you found this episode interesting and informative. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and share those videos, and join me again tomorrow on the very next episode of the 3DP 365 project. This guy turned out really awesome. I am super impressed with my gMax print quality.